Good evening, folks. This is Deb. You know, we have an election coming up April 1st in Florida, the Florida 1st and the Florida 6th. I just posted a video that Dave and I did on Sunday evening, giving you a rundown of the candidates. We have a chance to take the House back this year. And this conversation is going to lead me into the next part of my conversation with you all. So for those of you who are on TikTok, it's far too long a video for me to post on TikTok. You need to go subscribe to the YouTube channel. We don't charge any money. We don't monetize ourselves. We don't ask you for anything. Go to the YouTube channel and type in Deb Della Piana. Sign up for our YouTube channel because we really don't know what's going to happen with TikTok as we get closer and closer to the end of Donald Trump's extension date. And by the way, he's not a fucking hero because he did this. He's a self-serving fascist dictator. So now the second part of this. I'm tired of talking, and I'm going to just say this right out. For all of you people who don't want to vote Democrat, let me give you a little clue. This is not the time to purity test the Democratic Party. You are watching in real time a fascist regime taking down our democracy. And what does that mean, to take down our democracy? They are taking away your health care. They're going to take away your Social Security. They are going to take away every single thing that benefits you and me under the guise of finding waste. And in the meantime, Elon Musk and his flying monkeys are making money hand over fist over your taxpayer dollars. Elon Musk has made $20 billion over the course of his lifetime in this country on your taxpayer dollars to fund his SpaceX, to fund his Tesla, and to line his pockets. Every single member of Donald Trump's cabinet is a billionaire. They are a fascist oligarchy. They are taking your money and they are screwing you over. To the Latinos and the people of color who voted for Donald Trump, there is one black person in his cabinet, one. There are only 3 people of color in his entire cabinet. Yet he walked around talking about black jobs during the election. To the Latino community who voted for Donald Trump, he has just revoked the right for 532,000 people who came here from oppressive regimes. They will now be sent out of this country, and they will either go to concentration camps or back to Nicaragua and Venezuela and the Honduras, where they face imminent danger. To the women who voted for Donald Trump, he overturned Roe v. Wade, and he bragged about it. And yes, there are still women who are bleeding out and suffering in the United States. But you're not hearing about it because he has cowered the legacy media in this country. They are now under his complete control. They are sellouts. They are cowards. They are not reporting the news that you need to know. They're not telling you the danger that Donald Trump is to this nation. To the farmers who voted for Donald Trump, what were you thinking? Nothing that he does benefits your lives. By shutting down USAID, he cut off 30% of your business. To the labor unions who were split, you couldn't decide who to vote for. When has Donald Trump, or the Republican Party for that matter, ever been a party of labor? You'd have to go back decades for that. They're union busters. The Right to Work Party. They don't give a shit about you. They never did. To the people who care about public health, take a good look around you at what has gone on in this country. We show outrage every time a Democrat says something out of turn. But yet, you know what? Donald Trump is responsible for more than 300,000 deaths during COVID that never had to happen here. And now he has got the grand master of vaccine denial as the lead man in public health. We haven't even got a plan for measles or bird flu. Let me give you a tip, okay? To all of you people who went through the Deny Harris movement over Joe Biden's, position between Israel and Gaza. What did you do to benefit Gaza? You did nothing to benefit Gaza. Whatever's coming Gaza's way under Donald Trump is far worse than it ever was under Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. The same thing goes for the Ukraine. Now, if you people don't wake up and vote Democrat, period, end of story. I'm not going to apologize for any of this. We are going to be in this for a very long time. And people will die. And you could be one of them. This isn't hyperbole, okay? This is not hyperbole. We have Elon Musk, Donald Trump's flying monkey. He's not the only one making a lot of money. The little punks that he has infiltrating all of our government computers are making six figures. Is that what you're making? Just asking. The Democratic Party isn't perfect, and I have some really bad news for you. Even if you, in the next 20 years, come up with a third party, that ain't going to be perfect either. Because wherever humans are involved, there's a chance for corruption. Because guess what? That's just the way human nature is. But I will tell you this. Kamala Harris's first words after she realized she was losing were not about her. Her first words were, oh my God, what's going to happen to this country? I can assure you that under the Democrats, none of this would be going on. None of it. You can vote the Democrats back in, and then you can start building a party that's even better than it already is. Wherever their faults are, whatever parts of the nation they may have allowed to lapse, you work with that party to reestablish that. You do not turn your back on the only party that has respect for democracy and the rule of law. We have one more shot at this. We could have taken care of this in November. 90 million people stayed home. I knew there was going to be bad juju coming down the road during the 2022 midterms when we lost the House, something that should never have happened after the Roe overturn. Never. And we still couldn't get it done in November. We returned this pig to the White House. And he is worse than he was the first time around. Let's get this right. We have a chance right now, and 2026 is coming. I'm suggesting to you that we all need to pull together, and we need to get rid of this fascist regime, as many of them as we can, because there are no good Republicans. Right now, there are no good Republicans. Not even candidates coming up should be trusted, because if they were not for Donald Trump, they would not be allowed to run. I will talk to you all later.